introduce themselves, which movies they did, and you go ahead and ask the questions.
Hi, I'm Kevin McAllister. I'm one of the producers on The Fence.
I'm Rory Kennedy. I'm the producer and director of The Fence.
Hi, I'm Patrik Eklund. I'm the writer and director of The Seeds of the Fall.
And I'm Mathias Fjällström, the producer of Seeds of the Fall.
So does anybody have any questions?
What was your budget for your film?
You should start it. For Seeds of the Fall we had, I would say, about 1 million Swedish crowns, which is approximately around, I don't know, $140,000 US dollars, something like that. But there were quite a lot of deals that was not cash money. It was quite a lot of, technical stuff equipment that we didn't have to pay for and stuff like that. So yeah, but about 140,000.
I'm unfortunately contractually not allowed to say exactly how much the budget is, but it was significantly less than the cost of The Fence, which was $3 billion. And it was a little bit more than yours. Any other questions?
Yeah. On documenting The Fence, how difficult was it to get the different Mexican families to share their stories and share what they were doing?
I think it was...
Repeat the question.
Oh, sorry. He asked how difficult it was on The Fence to get the subjects to open up to us. And I think it was difficult, but because they're all living around and in the shadow of the fence. And for instance, with the human smuggler, we weren't talking about what he's doing that's illegal. We were just talking about how the fence has affected that. It sort of moved the subject slightly off topic, and they were much more willing to be open with us much more quickly. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I would say that, I would just add that the only people we really had any resistance from in speaking with us on camera was DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, and Border Patrol initially, but they did ultimately come around, as you can see in the film. But largely people, I think, were very responsive and wanted to voice their opinions about this very large barricade often in their backyards.
When you talked about the town in Mexico where there was flood because of the fence, is there any lawsuits or any legal aftermath of that?
Yeah, in Nogales, the question is about whether there are any lawsuits that are pending as a result of what happened there. To date, the United States has not paid a cent to the town of Nogales or to any of the homeowners or business owners there. They are trying to, the local lawyers, there are a number of local lawyers who have come together to try to present a case that can be made, but they haven't quite got, it seems to me, the resources or the wherewithal to really take on the U.S. government without some outside support.
Is there a projected date that this is going to be on television?
Is there a projected date for it to be on television? It's projected to be on HBO in the summer or the fall of 2010. But we don't have an exact date, but I hope that you tune in and encourage other people to do the same. Do you guys have distribution here yet for your film?
I don't really know.
Yes and no. But if anybody is interested in buying for you, so yes, please. The bill.
Where did you come up with the idea
For Seeds of the Fall?
Yes.
Where did I get the idea from? Was the question. I started writing another script actually that didn't turn out that good, but there was a scene from that script that I kind of liked. It's the opening scene for Seeds of the Fall, which I kept and had that scene as a starting point, and the story kind of grew from there. I just wrote it from there.
Oh yes, this is you guys' first movie, both the directors. You guys made any other documentaries?
I made about 4 shorts before this one. 3. No, 4. 4. This is the 4th.
He's being very shy because he had a documentary here just last year.
Oh, no, documentary.
I'm not a short, rather. I'm sorry.
This is the fall. Did you show it anywhere else before this festival?
It had its premiere in the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year, and it's been around on a few festivals since.
Okay.
Which we actually won.
Yeah, we take our chance to add that actually, because I mean we're from Sweden, where you're supposed to be real modest. That's a great thing. They can say those things, and people don't.
I'm
So.
familiar with that.
Rory, what are you working on next?
I am developing another project for HBO right now that relates to Guantanamo and terrorism. So, any other questions?
Yeah, I want to hear your opinion on something on the fence. Obviously, in showing this film, in producing this, you saw a lot of the issues. I'm just curious if you have, in your own personal opinion, any solutions to these issues that you saw.
Yeah, well, I think the issues are obviously very complex, and I think what I'm trying to do in this film is to show that, there's obviously real issues that we're dealing with in terms of terrorism, drugs coming into the country, 500,000 people undocumented coming into this country every year. These are real issues that we're facing, and the point of this film is to say that I'm not sure that the fence is the solution to any of those problems. I think they're complex issues. I think in terms of the immigration issue that we really need a much more comprehensive policy that reflects the fact that people are going to come into this country no matter what, as long as we have more resources here and better opportunities, that we need a work visa program, that we need a system that incentivizes people to acknowledge their presence here, and that we really don't have that in this country right now. When we were filming in California and San Diego, and you're right on the border there, and you're looking at San Diego on one side of the fence, and then you're looking at Tijuana on the other side, and Tijuana is all shanties and real abject poverty. And then you see these high-rises, within yards of the other side of the fence. You see, well, there's never gonna, it's not gonna work. You can, as they say, you can build 10 fences, but people are gonna keep coming here when they're looking over the fence, and there's just so much more opportunity here. And a lot of these people are looking to improve their lives and improve the lives of their children. I'm not saying that's justified to come in here illegally, but I think we need to acknowledge as a country that that's going to happen no matter what, and we need to deal with that. Are there any other questions? Yes?
A question for See the Fall. As soon as I saw it, I recognized the actors from your last year's one, instead of Abracadabra, and I was just wondering, do you use always the same people, or is it just instantly you've worked with them before and you thought, gee, this would be great for this short too?
Yeah, well, when I started writing, the first guy I come to think of is Jacob, who plays the old guy. I've been doing 2 other movies with him actually, and I just love him. He's very moldable. No, sorry. Yeah, that's correct. And I usually like to work with the people that I'm comfortable with working. So